Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm very excited to do because I'm going to be doing a review and tutorial of newly launched Lovefest Obsessions palette from Huda Beauty, along with a Fauxfilter concealer also by Huda Beauty. This palette was launched today and I picked up my palette from a local Sephora. In today's video I'm going to be doing the overview on both of the products, eyeshadow palette and the concealer. I'm going to show you how I created this eye makeup look, and I will show you the comparisons of other Huda eyeshadow palettes they already have in my collection. If you like newly launched makeup reviews, eyeshadow palette and complexion products in particular, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and I hope you consider subscribing to my channel today and joining my YouTube family by clicking that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get into it. Packaging is the same as in the Wild Jaguar palette. It's kind of like that scratchy surface. So when you open it up, there is a full-size mirror, 9 pans with eyeshadows. This palette was launched today and I picked up my palette today. I was interested to pick up a few more items from the collection. However, my Sephora did not have it allocated. This palette retails for $29 and it is made in China. This palette was inspired by Festival Already Glam. Let's get started on eye makeup look today. I cannot wait to use this palette. However, before we get into the eyeshadow palette, I would like to prep my eye, and I'm going to be using this Huda Beauty Fauxfilter new concealer that was just launched. I picked up mine in the shade Cotton Candy 2.3B, which is described as a light with pink undertone. I have recently been using pink undertone concealers and I've been loving them, so I decided to go with this shade this time. I have not watched any of the reviews on this product, and I also have not tested this yet. This is a brand new product to me. This is available in 29 shades. It retails for $29. You get 0.30 ounces of product in this container. The component is plastic. The doe foot applicator is pretty large and slightly curved in the end. Quite a bit of a product comes out. Let me show you the swatch of what my shade looks like. This is described as a buildable creamy formula that can flex from medium to full coverage, while it visibly brightens and conceals, fragrance-free, long-wearing, crease-proof. Here we'll be looking for medium to full buildable coverage, matte finish, waterproof and crease-proof formula. Also vitamin E and sweet almond oil added for conditioning and caring for the skin under your eyes. So it does blend out really nicely. I really like how it feels. It feels hydrating. It is very high medium coverage. Let me see if I can add a little bit more like to this area. I know I'm applying quite a bit. However, my sponge is wet, or dampened rather, and it does absorb some amount. So I feel like it also is a hydrating formula, so it doesn't feel like I'm caking up the product. So it feels actually really nice. As of right now, I'm pretty pleased with the coverage. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my upper lid with the powder, and I'm gonna get started on the eyeshadow. So I'm gonna start with this matte shade right here. There's a good amount of fallout, you guys. As you can see, I'm gonna start blending it above my crease and slightly into my crease, blending it out everywhere. So this shade blends out really nicely. It's also very buildable. My initial impression is that this specific shade looks a little bit lighter than it goes on or builds up on the eye. I find this to be somewhat consistent from Huda Beauty eyeshadows. So next I'm gonna go into this shade right here, and I would like to add a little bit more warmth and concentration of shade into my crease. And I have to say that these two shades blend into each other pretty nicely. Next I'm gonna go into this brown matte shade. I'm gonna start building up this outer corner. I'm tapping off the excess as I pick up the shades, and I find myself needing to go back to a redip. It's pigmented, but it's not like overly pigmented. Because it is such a soft shade, I think this is kind of what I would expect it to be. It's kind of a sheer, but it does build up. So I'm trying to build up this outer corner and then blend it out with a previous matte shade so it's nicely diffused. I'm experiencing a little bit of patchiness here. I'm gonna go into the same shade right here. It is pigmented, but it is a little bit of a sheer formula that gives you an ability to build up the color. Go into this matte shade. I'm using the same brush. This shade has a very nice warmth to it, so I just like to do that for my lower lash line. So what I like to do next is to build up the depth, and I'm gonna go into this deepest matte shade. I blend this shade out, but I want a little bit more depth here right in the outer V. So I'm switching to a more dense brush, and I'm gonna go into the same shade. I want this outer corner dark. So far, the shades blend out into each other really nicely. I don't have any complaints. However, this darker shade is not as pigmented as I would want it to be. It does have a little like sheerness to it. Now I'd like to go and add this a deeper shade into my lower lash line, just on the outer corner, connecting those two. Let's go ahead and finish this look. I would definitely like to go into the shimmer shades, so I'd like to go with these. Look how beautiful these are. They're so reflective, fully foiled, and they seem to be kind of duochrome-ish. This is definitely like a duochrome. So I've already tried to play with these two shades a little bit, and I know that they apply best with fingers. So I'm gonna first apply this shade right here, that's more pink. And then I'm gonna go with this middle shade and put this right here. And I'm switching my fingers back and forth, just kind of like mashing these two shades in the middle of my lid. So there's like a very soft transition. I would really love to finish this eye makeup look by putting something bright into my inner corner, like highlight my inner corner, and something on my brow bone. However, I don't feel like there's anything here that gives me that effect. So I will most probably use my highlighter once I do my entire face. And I do have some fallout from the glitter shades, and I will just clean it up with the concealer a little bit. So let me go ahead, finish up the rest of my face and do the second eye, and I'm gonna be right back. Hey guys, this is a finished look. I applied the rest of the makeup. Of course, all the products that I used will be linked to you in the description box. Before we proceed to the next part of this video, let me give you my thoughts on this concealer. I love the shade. I like the applicator. It feels hydrating when you apply it. I really like how much coverage it gave me, and it's slightly bit brightening. So I don't have any complaints about this right now. I did set it with a Huda powder also. So in that combination, I don't think that anything is accentuated more than what my normal skin would look like with my fine lines around my eyes. Definitely like to see how it's gonna wear, and of course I will be talking about it in my future videos, and I may do a pin comment under this video. Right now, I would like to show you a few comparisons of the palettes that I already have from Huda in my collection. I did want to mention here, it's a shameless plug in here, check out my Instagram. I do have a lot of posts with really nice photos of palettes from Huda taken with their swatches if you'd like to just compare different things. However, I'm going to still show them to you today. This is a chocolate brown palette. All the shimmers are different. I would see that this darker shade could be the same, and I have them swatched right here. This is the one from a chocolate brown palette, and this one is from the Lovefest palette. So to me, they look very similar. Next, I would like to show you the Nude Rich palette next to the Lovefest palette. And I really think that these two are very different palettes. Next up, I have a Nude Medium palette for you. And again, I think that they're completely two different palettes. And next up, I would like to show you the Nude Light palette for only one reason, because of these pink and purple shimmers here. Let's go ahead and swatch them side by side. The Nude Light palette, I swatched the three shimmers on the bottom, and then you can see these ones are from Lovefest. They're more concentrated, they're deeper shades. Definitely these are more aerial, they're much lighter, so they're kind of giving you the same vibe. However, they are still a little bit deeper and more vibrant. Next up, I would like to show you the Naughty palette. This is so much warmer, and this is obviously more on a neutral side. However, I did a few swatches for you here. The bottom one is the shade Shameless from Naughty palette, and this one is from the Lovefest. So they're kind of similar, and these are the browns that I thought they would look similar. However, on the swatches, they're completely different. Other than that, I do not see any other similarities between this palette. I really thought of this palette right away. This is a Desert Dusk palette. These are the color stories right next to each other. I almost feel like this could be a continuation of this palette. It definitely gives you that warm neutrals and then some purples. However, these shimmers are right here. They're so vibrant. These shimmers are a little bit more subtle, or I should say way more subtle than here. The finish of this shimmers that's in this Lovefest palette is not in this palette at all. This palette shimmers are more like satiny like. These are definitely very vibrant and reflective. If you guys cover this up like that and just look at these 9 shades, they actually look like they were revamped. To me, they look like they took this 9 shades right here and put a really nice spin of them and give them like a really nice upgrade. This next palette is actually one of my favorite palettes from Huda Beauty because I do love my warm neutrals. This is a Topaz Obsessions palette, and you can see that there is a similarity with within the undertone of this palette. However, the shimmers are completely different. And of course, I'm gonna show you the Rose Quartz palette, and you guys know why. The only reason why I want to open up this palette is, of course, not for the mattes, but for this very, very amazing shimmer that is out of this world. So let me go ahead and swatch. So here on the bottom I have the shade from Huda Beauty Rose Quartz Cosmic Love. This is the shade Moon Magic, and this is the shade Joy. It's a pearlescent pink shade. And here on top I have the 2 shades from the Lovefest palette. There's definitely a similarity. Look at these shades. Are you flipping kidding me? Look at this, a reflection. They do feel the same on the pickup, on the swatch. They are as reflective. I really think this is the same formula in this 9-pan palette as it is in the Rose Quartz. So I'm very, very impressed. The last but not least, I do want to show you the palette that you may remember, but I do still have it as a part of my Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette collection. This is a Warm Brown Obsessions palette, and let's see them side by side. I definitely noticed a little bit more of similarity between the warmer matte shades, as you can see. However, I do not think that they're the same. They could be a revamped shades, and they're definitely close by, like these terracotta shades. They do seem to be very close. However, they're not the same shades. I think the design really captures the mood of the entire palette. Personally, I do love this color story. I love my warm neutrals, and I do love the combination of like purples and warm neutrals. This is the palette that has more mattes than shimmers, and there are different formulas on shimmers. Mattes seem to be consistent throughout. I did use most of these shades today. I find that the matte formula is very consistent throughout this palette. This is a good Huda eyeshadow formula. I do find it slightly bit different from her larger palette. All the mattes, however, blended into each other so beautifully. I had no issues. I did find myself going back and forth between the brushes and continue blending. I am very happy how the look came out. Both of these 2 shimmers are very, very beautiful. As you see, I used both of them on my eyes today. And this other one is a little bit more subtle, and I think that there's a time and place for that. If you really like a warm tone neutrals, you will really enjoy this. I definitely see versatility in this palette. Definitely think that we'll be reaching for this palette. I was not disappointed. This eyeshadow formula was blendable and buildable, like I know about Huda Beauty eyeshadow palettes. Huda Beauty eyeshadow formula has been one of my favorites to work with. I do find that this is suitable for beginners as well as for more experienced makeup users. I definitely wanted to try more things from the collection, and maybe I will once they come to my local Sephora. I was definitely interested to try those blushes and lip products. If you guys have tried them already, let me know how they worked out for you, if you liked them or you didn't. Other than that, I really love this palette so far. Okay guys, this sums up my video today. I hope you found it helpful, and let me know if you were thinking to purchase this palette or anything else from from the collection, what you think of the collection in general. If you enjoyed this video, give this video a like, and I hope you consider subscribing to my channel before you go. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next videos. Bye.